out against us. Some of them don't even have a vote. They maybe have money, but they don't have a vote in this. So it's wide open. But we believe in every single person in this room. We believe that you know your own minds. We believe that you'll make the right decision for yourself and your family at the end of the day. It's also, it's not, as I say, it's not a political question for us, it's a constitutional one. And people are missing the point here. Well, the media's missing the point, obviously the people aren't. That writing your own constitution has got massive, massive, massive power. We can enshrine any of our rights in a constitution, women's rights, equal rights, gay and lesbian rights, every right, the NHS, we can enshrine this in our constitution. We can also make every politician accountable. The smaller countries in the world right now are the people that's making it work, because they enshrine everything in their constitution, plus the fact they make their governments accountable. It's them and us, and they work together. If the government doesn't do what you want, you just vote them out. Simple. There's no 300 years of corruption, a civil service, the House of Lords, embedded, totally embedded in these men that think they've got the right to rule over us. They don't have the right to rule over us. We've got the power here to take our country back, and all we need to do is put a yes in a box. Never has it been more easy and more opportunities for this country, so we need to do it for ourselves and our kids from now on. When you think about the question and all the questions that the media are flinging at us about the currency union, the EU, these are all distractions to take you away from the actual question. Because see, every country in the world right now, they face their challenges every single day, and nobody's arguing about it, they just got on with it. And that's what we need to do. We need to think about this question without any prejudice, because when you think about the question without any prejudice, you'll come to the right decision. Should Scotland be an independent country? Yes! It's as simple as that. That's all we need to do. We just need to vote yes and believe in ourselves. Like, don't get mixed up here, because this is about self-belief. It's about confidence in every single one of us. We've for 300 years been told we're not good enough, we're too wee, we're too poor, we're too stupid. Aren't we heck too stupid? Look at the amount of people now that are actually involved in this political debate. Everywhere we go, every hall is filled with people that have got better answers and better ideas than I've ever heard from Westminster, ever. And this is what we need. This is the time we need to take now to get to the right decision. Also, I would like to say, I was at the Jim Murphy thing in Russia the other week there. I'm not very proud of myself. I did give him a bit of a hard time, but I need to bring it up.
He deserved it.
Aye, totally agree with you. So, this man's going about the towns absolutely everywhere, and all he's trying to do is provoke us. Trust me, he's trying to provoke us. I asked him the question, which is very close to my heart. Why are you and Gordon Brown continually lying to people on kidney transplants and blood donation lists that this won't happen in independent Scotland? His answer was it was under negotiation. It's not under negotiation at all. The kidney director have already come out and told us that it's not true. Cross-border organ donations will continue, and obviously after that, I find him in the I'm in his video of the nastier side of yes. For saying I'm not a nationalist, I'm a person. I'm a person, we're all people. Stop letting people give you labels here. We're people in this together, and these men that are talking out against us are absolutely doing it for their own self-interest, for their own political careers. Not one of them give a damn about us. I'm not angry with the Tories just now, I'm more angry with the Labour Party, because for years and years and years, they've lied continually to us. Jim Murphy's up the street, I tried to say this to him. I can remember 3 Labour governments in my time. The first one done us out of devolution in the 1970s. The second one took us into Iraq. And the third one deregulated the banks to get us in this mess. So I'm really angry with the Labour Party, because they're going about every single town. They're hoping and praying that people still continue to vote for them, for this misguided loyalty to them, because our parents voted for them, our grandparents voted for them, because they were the Labour Party, they were a socialist party. They've never been a socialist party for as long as I can remember, and I'm 47 this year. So what I'm hoping comes out of this is that people stop voting with misguided loyalty to the Labour Party, because they're doing us no good. This is the time for the people now to take the power. In every single community now that I'm going to, there's women and there's men, and they're up here doing exactly the same as what I'm doing because they care about their communities. So this is where we need to take it back when it comes to local elections. See if you care about your community, stand as an independent, because you'll have the people's heart, you'll have the people's interests at heart. You'll not be doing it for any political party. You'll be doing it for your community, and that's how we're going to change Scotland. We need to put people back into politics and take it away from parties that have no interest except their own. What I would also like to say here is, on a global scale, don't underestimate the power of the Scottish people. The Commonwealth Games were a few weeks ago, as I'm sure you all remember, and I believe we should stay in the Commonwealth because I see a purpose there for it, for our athletes, for changing the world, for using it as a global stage to stand up and show them who we are. At the Commonwealth Games, at the very beginning, there was a same-sex kiss. This is really important to me as well. A week later, Uganda, they overturned their laws in the Supreme Court and said that their government had acted unlawfully and have now stood up against people going to jail for life because they're gay. The week after that, they held their first gay pride. I'm very proud as a Scot to know that Scottish people stood up and done something about that without lifting a hand, without lifting a gun. They've done it the right way. They stood up for people that are unequal in other parts of the world. In the Commonwealth, there's loads of countries that are still treating gay people this way, and I think that that's a thing we can use the Commonwealth for, to change people's views. The same as Russia. Look at how Russia behaved during the Olympics, and people were getting, I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous that families are getting terrorised in a supposed to be a civilised nation because one person loves another person that's the same sex as them. People should be celebrating love, definitely not punishing people for it. I can think of a million things I would put people to jail for. For example, the bankers would be first, then the politicians that speaking out against us, they would be next. They're telling lies left, right and centre. They would be jailed for it. If we committed fraud for a tenner out the brew, we would be going to jail. Jim is committing fraud every single day. He's committed over £1 million expenses, and he's walking about 9 brew crates telling us what to do. This is crazy.
Don't forget the eggs.
We can actually do something about this now. Every single one of us, we just need to vote yes, and then after that, we just need to vote them out. It's simple. So that's how we get rid of it. I think I've said enough for you tonight. I'm a wee bit nervous because I've been nowhere. I also want to say this before I go. I'm really glad to be here because Motherwell's my football team, and also I've been a model all my life. So every single mod in here, remember that we stand for mod is short for modernness, and we do it with style, and that's what the Yes movement is. We are doing it with style as well, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Doctor. Listen, we're all in this together. What did I just say? This is a people's movement. Right. Now I've been distracted. I'm going to introduce my good friend. Suzanne and Tommy and myself have shared a couple of stages together now, and we're getting used to this wee thing.
Oh, aye!
Then I've done it again. I do this everywhere I go. I put my feet in it. Oh. Right,
That's a bad way.
So I'm going to introduce my friend Tommy Sheridan. He'll have a lot more to say than me.